of the precarious mind. Denied a line in this delusional state of mind, we remain imprisoned until we find the rhyme. If only for a moment clarity would aspire to rear its unequivocal motivation and shed light on all of us who with mental frustration deny our own mental exaltation, the word would be denied and dissolve away the tie to the question of why. But this is actually my best friend passed away, and it was something I said for her memorial. It's just supposed to be really happy, but this is how it goes. They say God works in mysterious ways. I never knew the true meaning of this statement until recently. I can honestly say that there are very few people that have entered my life and have changed it forever. Melody being one of them has taught me that life is short, and the most important part is receiving and giving love. She's shown me my own path. Mel, I love you. I miss you. I thank you. The song has ended, but the melody lingers on.
Woo! Yes.
Give it up again for Victor, y'all. Give it up again. My goodness. We're getting deep. We're getting deeper, and it's not stopping, y'all. It's not stopping. And if you see that man, I give you full permission to give him a hug. All right? That's just my thing right there. Anyone else? Next. Oh, we got hands now. This is awesome. Okay. Good sir. Come on down. Come on down. Your name?
Hi. My name's Mario.
Give it up. Much love. You guys, your hands are going to be bleeding by the end of the night, basically, is what you're getting into. Give it up for Mario, y'all. Give it up.
Hi. I just walked up here. I hope I can remember. Leave no trace of this empty space. Lost within this empty mind. Nah, that's not it. I'll remember at least one.
You give us the snippets.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I have it written down. I'll be back.
Okay. Mario, to be continued. Dun, dun, dun.
The suspense.
Next up. Oh, have a good night. Thank you for even stopping by. Oh. All right. Oh, come on down, Mr. Andres. Give it up for Andres, you guys.
Woo! Yeah, yes. Ow! Ay.
I speak as another soul, looking for a soul. Is it under my shoe? Do you have one too? If I rhyme enough and find time to write enough, will I realize I am the stuff of stars? My moral math must stop, my own tyrannical wrath, or else I will be doomed to perpetual confusion. Let's be democratic. I feel you are 2 steps ahead of me, and I would like to share the spotlight of glory with you. Please pause to reflect and recollect the noises just said, for my nerves burn red and vocal cords shred through your standards of comparison, making all you know gray, and now you must stop the play to rewrite the day in a more truthful way.
Woo! Yes.
One more time for Andres.
Woo!
Oh, he just dressed me with his poetry. What? You guys like puns? Yeah. Okay. Next up. Wait. Oh no. Anyone else who has not been up yet? We still want to get anyone newbies.
In the back.
Come on down. And I'm gonna say I can't see your hands too much until later. So I got your next though. I got you. Oh wait, unless you're pointing at her. Are you pointing at her? Okay, that's awkward and funny. Okay, we're calling her too then. What's your name? Give it up, you guys, for Jonathan.
Woo! Yeah.
Short and sweet. This is from way back when. A little bit of pain in this, but it's still made with love. The heritage says it. Red is the blood that was shed for this land, and it can be found on the Christian's hands. White, it's a color, but not an excuse for a whole concealed history of racial abuse. Blue is the spirit of the Indian man, because freedom is a word that he can never, ever understand. We give a lot of thanks in these circles. We constantly praise what we're not completely understanding. Some of us grasp it, some of us try, but I'm still learning. I'm still being taught. Most of us are circular beings, hopefully, if you remember where you come from, a womb on a planet. 76% water. That's what the planet is. Your body has 76% water. These guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that 76% water is also aligned with 7 chakras. You also might be familiar with your organs. All of these things are not for any reason but to show you the interconnectedness. 7 organs, 76% water, human physical makeup. 7 continents, 76% water in this earth. The womb, the planet, circular energy, continual, no ends. But if you see the top of my head, there's boxes all over this round dome. And what that's trying to say is you need to get outside and experience non-rectangular living. Rectangle. 2 horrible fucking things that we put together to create an end. When there was never a fucking end. There never will be a fucking end. It's just continual, circular, healing energy. And what we've forgotten from the tribe state is that we're all the same. We're experiencing each other so that we can understand ourselves. If you don't have that, then you're just chasing your tail like a dog. Sure, that's a circle, but it's not the right circle. So bridge and spiral out. And thank you much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Give thanks to all of your natives because everybody's from a different tribe.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter where you're from, but it's where you're going.
Yes. Deepness.
You guys, give it up for Jonathan. You will probably never look at rectangles the same again. That's awesome. And then we got Mario back finally. So Mario's back with the poem. On the you got it, right?
I got it.
Is your phone on airplane mode? So you want me to call at this time? Could that be awkward? Okay. Give it up one more time for Mario.
Yeah. I want to do an Om for rectangles. Yeah, you're welcome to join me, please. There's a dreaming in the hearty seashell cave of one ocean. There's a loving so pure that almost never nothing happens. Sleepily alive in wonderment, enchanted reverence on the perpetual seashore, rolling incredulously and very still, lazily, watching in awe. Ah, so sweet delight to meet the light of light with light. There's a craving so full that none feel separate, and no one exists, yet each is celebrated. Blooming blossoms in her bosoms, she never let go, merrily motherly, milky embrace, the air full of caress, and family and praise that one can breathe and marinate in, sustained by. Elatedly and singingly, in a dreaming so complete, it's colorfully awake, sublimely in love with its many selves. That's you. Thank you.
Yes,
More
thank
time for
you.
Mario.
Woo,
And
yeah.
to keep it going, there was the person in the back that was being called on that I don't know if they actually wanted to go up, but it looked like they are. Yes! Okay. That was a long run-on sentence, by the way. That was fun. Sentences are fun to play with. Oh, what's up? Whoa, you're deep. Complex pronouns, compounds. Anyway. This guy's name is Jabacan. You guys, give it up for the name and the person.
All right. Yeah, that's right. I don't know, man. Not used to like this open mic platform, but well, thank you. I love you guys too. You know, LIB. Woo. All right, so here we go. It's the slow starter. Go get it that won't get up, 'cause he don't bother, and honestly, most let him get away with it. No, not a monster, just an alien, maybe from having no role models or soul shepherds. You know, father figures. Oh, stop it, will you? It's no excuse. You know the rules of your time to make it is overdue. Plus, it's harder if you hibernate inside a cave. There's higher planes to fly away and guide the wave the way you're going to. You're just like Robert Richard. Why won't you just find a trade? Get in line, ride the train like you're supposed to do. Get a job, go to school. Fuck whatever it is you wore the economy's going through. This the hard truth. And it isn't just our view, it's an art too. My lyrics are political cartoons. So when sharks get hit with the harpoon or ripped apart, silly fishies, you aren't listening. Are you? Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, give it up again for me, guys. Give it up again. Give it up. Oh my gosh. So much random deepness. I love it. Well, it's not really random, right? Okay. And then we had, I believe, yeah, you had your hand up before. Yes. Open mic, by the way, in case anyone new is here. And we're calling people randomly because it's beautiful. And that's how life works. What? All right. Your name?
Lily Fang.
Lily Thanks? Oh my gosh, that's deep. Give it up for Lily Thanks, you guys.
Go. Fucking good humans. For real. Alright. Mother Pachamama Earth asked me what I stand for. So I responded. Passion perfected, bullshit neglected, indifference rejected, a natural infection of all we have seen. We live in this dream, and though it at times is serene, the alarm clock is ringing, and I know we all hear it. So we might just wake up and accept our places as these abstract shapes in a world of attempted symmetry. And while all this geometry's illusory, I maintain my blind grip loosely, one finger touching at all times. There are masses of mouse that are more silent than mimes. We're looking for this ultimate equation, resulting in solution, answer to famine, greed, pollution, and then saying no, like that shit's inherent in the human? Tell me this, if the neocortex of the Homo sapien is smarter than the rest, why do we think it's okay to keep so many people oppressed? Not say word up for my free speech, and you don't gotta listen to my vision. I ain't trying to preach or trying to teach. I just got some thoughts on my dome and I've got to release. And I like it when the clouds do not show me the sun, or they float by so fast it looks like they're on the run. Can someone give me a map to where that grass is greener? Or point me to a land where the people have a nicer demeanor, because it seems these days everyone's got some problem or another. Either they're mad about their jobs, their lovers, or their mother. And while everyone's wired up and connected to a cell phone, there's thousands out on the street who ain't got no place to call home. And no one demanded that we help at each other, but your karma won't get nowhere by letting starvation kill your brother. Yes, we are all related to each other, whether you like it or not. Sad thing is, when looking for a heart in this world, we tend to find it has a blood clot. We got a problem when the boys want muscles and the girls want lipstick and the girls want to snuggle while the boys spew their dip spit. Everybody struggles in this land where there's no truth, knocking down the doors to the houses with no roofs. People crying crazy because the children are all fat, and then we go on feed them more McDonald's. That won't really solve that. There ain't no way around it. Some of the kids are mucked up, fucked up, eyes shut, myself included. Find a plant and root it deep in our culture. What do we find? Because human creatures, man, we're fascinating, but we're steady avoiding and procrastinating. Always wanting more and giving less, consumed with consumption. We've been relying on our own personal assumption, and it's the Goldilocks phenomena. We're too high up and we flying, no brakes, just riding, not enough, and we're crying, dying. And if you think you got it right, I'm sorry, but you're probably lying. Let us ask ourselves for truth. How familiar are we with our roots, the ones that reach into rocks and unearth the questions that were the glue that formerly held the locks, and now we own Pandora's box. There's a silver button there called rewind. We could press it and skip back through all the drapes of time, and when those days of reminisce drip across my eyelids, I tend to wonder why I'm feeling upside down like where the sky is. Yeah, I'm walking on the clouds as my fingers graze the ground, but that feels okay because the whole world is inside out, and that cliche avoidance of the norm, and then the enrapture that dances around the majority swarm that's composed of the bumbling, numbed, and dumb young who stunt their tongues, stutter, and mutter when society utters and asks you how your name sounds. That's even when your daily dose of self-doubt starts to make its morning rounds. See, everybody is somebody, but nobody wants to be themselves. I know I personally sit my dreams upon crayon-covered shelves and watch them as they gather dust. I push my ambitions out in the rain and they acquire purple-colored rust. 'Cause every day I look around those blank rooms full of people and it's slightly deceitful. I see my life as a seaful and all it is reap. So we reap and we sow, maybe then we blow a little bit of white up through the night, sinking into black, listening to facts, words, and bibliographies. Thinking of the younger me, forgetting the days I wasn't trapped in my ways or stuck in a haze or trying to blaze. I was looking for the new path where the light moves fast and the days pass slow. And your sails are at half-mast to catch the winds that barely blow. They say reach for the stars. So if you fall, you land on a cloud. Do everything right and make everyone proud. Fuck that. How about live for you? Let's live for each other. Try that on for size. Give firm handshakes and look folks dead in the eyes. Speak with intention, integrity, respect. And let our words be what our motherfucking actions reflect. Woo!
Wait, what was the name again? What was the name again? You guys remember her name?
Lily Thanks.
Besides awesome. What was your name again?
Lily Fangs.
Lily Fangs or Lily?
Like chomp,
Lily-
chomp
like-
into whatever you're choosing to do. Fully engage and chomp into
Nice,
into
Lily
life.
Fangs. Chomp into life. That was deep. That made me want to share another poem. I need to calm down. Okay, who else do we have randomly want to come up? Anyone else? Open mic. Yes, sir, with the super hand up in the air. Woo! In case you do not know what you're watching from the outside in, this is an open mic of love and happiness and deepness and sharing. We're going around one at a time, and everyone's welcome to come inside because there's plenty of space in here.
Yeah,
Just letting
plenty
you
of
know.
room, guys.
You're welcome inside. We're
Move
like
on
you to
up,
get
move on
tired
up.
eventually. I'm kidding. Okay, no peer pressure. No peer pressure. Awesome names are just like polluted here. Like there's so many awesome names here.
You access the earth at all.
You're gonna say your own name because it's too awesome. Give it up for this guy right now. Give it up.
Share it then.
My name's Gigs.
Gigs! So blessed.
I'm a storyteller.
His name's Gigs.
So, I tell stories. I'm from Las Vegas. This is for every single dude in here with the heart of gold. And, yeah, this one's for you. It's called The Sweetness. She was wet. She was wet from the heat because I didn't leave her dripping. She told me I was funny, but that the spark was missing. See, I would always listen to when she would start to speak. I told her my name was Giggs1, and she still always called me Pete. And then she told me I was sweet. Yeah. She told me I was sweet, and it was like the kiss of death. I really wanted a kiss. She told me not to hold my breath. Now, it's kind of funny how she mistook my kindness for my weakness. How she'd rather have my attitude way over the sweetness. While sweetness believed this. I'm done wasting my time. And that's why I wrote this rhyme. Because you're a fucking nickel, not a dime. I say you're more like a nickel because you're fickle quick to fuck. Chump douchebags that are more into themselves and their trucks and what? You think you can change those type of people? Well, good luck, pumpkin tits, trying to battle that ego. So now you'll turn to wasted nights and wasted fights and walks of shame. You'll repeat your same patterns. And that dude, he still thinks that it's a game. But in your brain, you really knew that all along. He only ever called you wasted. How it always felt wrong. So now I get a call. Because you feel empty and alone. But I know what you're doing, bitch, so quit blowing up my phone. So before how I was sweet, it's now that I've become deep. Because now I understand you. And how these other guys, they're creeps. It's kind of funny how you mistook my kindness for my weakness. How you'd rather have my attitude way over the sweetness. While sweetness, believe this, there is nothing between us, because a soul gangster like myself deserves a Venus, and I mean this. So the next time you fuck that asshole and you take that walk of shame and wallow in crystal castles to repeat your same games, please think twice before calling a guy who's nice. Because you're really just a hoe and not a housewife, and that is life. My last slice of advice is never mistake my kindness for my weakness, because you can't exchange empty mornings for a heart that's full of sweetness. The sweetness. Wow. I got one more. That's cool? Is that cool, fellas? Thanks. All right.
If they approve, okay.
Oh, you're the host. I apologize. All right. This is, like I said,